Abby, why didn't you come today?
Huh? What are you talking about? Why didn't I come where?
I told you we were going to visit Dad and Mom's grave today, right? I brought 2 of the things of flowers to place around them, and I wanted you to help me out with that. I also wanted to tell you about my marriage.
Oh yeah, I guess you did mention that. Sorry, I forgot. It was so unimportant, I didn't even think about it.
Huh? They're your parents, though. How can you say their grave visit is unimportant?
Well, to be honest, it really doesn't matter to me. What's the point? By the way, what did you do instead? Did you go alone?
Of course I went alone. You're my only family left, so I had to go by myself.
Oh wow, you actually went alone? Kendall, the imperfect woman walking alone to the grave. That's impressive.
No need to be so rude about it.
But it's true, isn't it? You just tripped and then ran out into the street and got hit by a car, right?
I didn't trip, I was pushed.
Oh, here we go again. You always have these paranoia-driven thoughts, don't you?
It's not paranoia. I really felt someone pushed me from behind.
So who exactly was it that pushed you?
If I knew that, it wouldn't have been such a mystery. There were no witnesses, and the dash cam of the car involved in the accident was broken by the impact, so there's no evidence.
So, no evidence, huh? And yet you're still assuming someone pushed you from behind? That's a bit much, don't you think?
It's not an assumption, it's what I felt.
Okay, but here's something that's been bothering me.
I have to ask, and I'm sorry if it feels a bit off. You weren't actually at the scene of the accident that day, right?
Not this again. I've told you so many times, I wasn't there. What, do you think I'm lying now?
I'm not saying that, but…
Then what's the point of asking again? You're accusing your own sister like I'm the one who caused all of this. Just because I had an accident and you're making it into some big drama.
I'm not accusing you, I just want to understand what happened.
It's none of your business anymore. I'm the one who had to suffer, and now you're trying to make it about you? You really have no sense of decency.
I get it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up again. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah, well, maybe you should focus on something else instead of suspecting me. You think you're some kind of victim, but guess what? You're the one who's constantly digging up the past.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong to doubt you. I shouldn't have said those things.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. Honestly, I am so tired of it. You act like you're the only one going through something difficult. Newsflash, I've been dealing with a lot too, but I don't go around blaming everyone else for it.
I know. You're right. I've been selfish.
Of course you've been selfish. That's what you always do, isn't it? Play the victim and make everyone else feel bad for you. It's time you grew up and took responsibility for your own actions.
I said I was sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset.
Well, you did. And now I'm done. I don't have the time to deal with your drama. I'm busy with wedding preparations, and I honestly don't have the energy to keep having these kinds of conversations with you.
Hold on, Abby. Can't you at least show your face at Dad and Mom's grave? Can you do that for me? Are you even listening? Abby? Abby! Abby, what's going on here?
Huh? What now? Are you still mad about the visit to the graves?
That's part of it, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I heard about the wedding.
The wedding?
You're getting married next week, right? You never told me about it.
Oh, that. What? Did you hear from one of my friends?
Something like that. Why didn't you tell me ahead of time? We, the guests, also need to prepare for these things.
Why would I tell you? I didn't invite you, so why are you assuming you'll be attending?
What?
I don't want a crippled person with a cane to be seen as my sister, you know. I decided you're not even part of the picture, so don't show up at the wedding.
What do you mean not part of the picture? What is that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what it sounds like. I didn't even introduce you to my fiancé for that reason. Just so you know, my fiancé's family thinks I'm an only child.
I knew you wouldn't introduce me, but I didn't know it was for that reason. Do you really want to hide me and our family like that?
Of course, it would have been better if you had just died in that accident. Then I wouldn't have to deal with all this nonsense.
To say something like that, I've always considered you my precious little sister, you know.
Well, I don't consider you my sister anymore. If you try to crash my wedding, I swear I'll break your cane.
Fine, I won't go. Is that good enough for you?
Really? Wow, great. Now I can have my wedding without worrying about you. So that's settled. Don't ever call yourself my sister again.
Fine, then I'll pretend I don't have a sister anymore. You know, I thought my family was supposed to be supportive. But I guess that's just an idea for people who actually care about each other. You really think I'm just some inconvenience, don't you?
Oh, spare me the drama. I'm not the one who's pretending to be all hurt about this. You're the one who's constantly making a scene. I'm just done with all of it.
You think I'm making a scene? I'm not the one who decided to cut me out of your life. I am not the one who's made it clear I'm not wanted.
You don't get it, do you? You're a constant reminder of how messed up everything turned out. You're a burden, and I'm tired of carrying you around. I need to move on, and that means leaving you behind.
So this is what it comes down to, huh? You'd rather live in your little perfect world and forget everything about me. Well, congratulations, you're getting your way, but don't come crying to me when you realize what you've lost.
I don't need your pity. I am fine without you. I'm actually doing better without you dragging me down. So just go and live in your little world, but don't expect me to feel bad for you.
You know what, Abby? Fine, I won't be a part of your life anymore. But don't come crawling back to me when you're lonely and need someone to blame.
I'm not lonely. I'm happy. And if you want to live in the past, that's your problem. I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Goodbye, Kendall.
Good night, Abby. You've made your choice. Don't expect sympathy from me. David, Abby called me 300 times today. It sounds like she's really angry.
I know, I saw. I had a flood of missed calls too. Well, when the wedding got canceled, of course she was going to react that way. I guess she was hoping for a fairy tale ending, but reality hit hard. Her anger is really just a reflection of the truth catching up to her. She's angry, but she knows she's in the wrong.
That's true, but are you really sure it was the right call? I mean, based on just my word, you called off an entire wedding. Do you think you might have acted too rashly?
No, not at all. Honestly, it was the right decision, and I feel better for it. I'm relieved. There's no such thing as a perfect situation, but discovering Abby's true nature now, before making a lifelong commitment, is a huge relief. It's better to know the truth now rather than being trapped in a lie later. I would have regretted it for the rest of my life, so no, I have no regrets.
You say that now, but do you truly think I would lie about something like this? This is serious. I'm not just speaking out of anger.
You don't have a reason to lie, and I trust you completely. You've always been upfront with me, and when you told me about Abby, I believed you without a doubt. What you said made sense. I saw it in your eyes. This isn't just some petty vendetta. I believe you, and after everything that happened with her, I can't say I'm surprised. Honestly, it would have been naive of me not to believe you. What truly shocked me, though, was when I learned that Abby has an older sister who's her boss at work. That was a surprise. I didn't see that coming.
Abby has always tried to bury me in the past. She would rather pretend I don't even exist as her sister. She must have told you she's an only child, didn't she?
Yes, that's what I was told. She went to great lengths to convince me of that. I can't say I wasn't a bit taken aback when I learned the truth, but it's not the first time someone's tried to manipulate me. Abby, however, has taken it to a new level. She chose to erase you from her life to fit a narrative that benefits her. And frankly, she's the one who has to deal with the consequences of that decision.
I'm glad you said that, but honestly, I don't think I deserve that kind of trust. I'm not a perfect person. I lie sometimes. I make mistakes just like everyone else.
Sure, you're not perfect, but when you do lie, it's always with good intentions. I've seen it firsthand. Remember when you were just starting out here? You took the blame for a mistake I made at work. You could have let me take the fall, but you didn't. You stepped in and took the heat for me. That's the kind of person you are. You protect people even when it costs you.
But I'm your superior, David. That's just part of the responsibility I took on when I accepted this role. It's my job to protect my team, to take the heat when needed.
I know, but not everyone would do that. Not everyone would have the courage or the integrity to protect someone else like that, especially when it might cost them their own reputation. And when it comes to my father's accident, you've been silent about that. I know it's something you carry, but you never once let it affect me. You never made me feel bad for what happened, even though I know it must have been hard for you. You kept it to yourself all for my sake, and I've never once thanked you for that.
It's not something I need thanks for. Your father was always there for me. He gave me a chance when others wouldn't. He brought me into the company and entrusted me with important work, even though I couldn't walk properly. He never treated me differently. His kindness gave me opportunities, and because of that, I owe him more than I could ever repay. That's the truth. I have a debt to him that I'll carry forever.
If that's the case, then I owe you even more than I owe my father. I can't imagine doubting anything you say. You've been there for me through thick and thin. You've shown me more loyalty and kindness than anyone ever has. I've always said this, but I never thought I'd be lucky enough to work alongside someone I could respect this much. You've not only made me a better professional, but you've made me a better person.
Well, stop with the compliments or I'll start blushing. But seriously, what are we going to do about Abby? How do we move forward?
We're gonna have a sit-down, a real discussion about the future, about how to handle this mess with Abby and what comes next. We need to put everything out in the open.
You don't mind if I join that discussion, do you? I feel like I could help. You're going to need someone who really knows Abby's character to make sense of all this.
Of course! In fact, I would really appreciate it if you could be there. You've known Abby far longer than I have, and your insight is invaluable. Having you there will help me understand her better. You've seen what she's done to you, and I think you deserve to have a say in this too.
When it comes to Abby, there's not much I can tell you. I'll give you the whole picture, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I won't sugarcoat anything. I need you to understand just how much she hurt me, how much she's manipulated me over the years.
Are you sure you're okay with sharing all of that? I don't want to pressure you.
It's fine. I've already made up my mind. Abby's no longer my sister, not in the way I thought she was. So there's no reason to hold anything back. I'm done protecting her. I've kept quiet for long enough.
In that case, let's go all in. Let's finally deal with everything. All the frustration we've been holding inside, all the things we've been afraid to say, let's get them out in the open.
Yes, let's do it. I'm ready.
Once the meeting is scheduled, I'll let you know right away. We'll figure out how to handle it all. It's time we finally put this to rest.
Thank you. I appreciate everything you're doing. Together, we'll make sure this situation gets resolved properly.
You've got it. We've got this.
You're truly the worst woman ever. Stop ruining my happiness.
Are you talking about today's discussion? Because I don't remember saying anything that could be blamed.
What? You've been playing the victim this whole time. You've been going on about it. Now my marriage with David is practically doomed because of it.
But everything I said is the truth, isn't it? You've called me a defective sister, a woman who can't use one of her legs. Whenever something doesn't go your way, you immediately talk about breaking my cane. You even threw my cane away without asking.
That's the problem, isn't it? All you've done is make my life harder. And don't get me started on the fact that you knew David, but you kept it a secret. Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
Because my ex-partner was David's father. I didn't want to get in the way of your marriage. I didn't want to cause any more trouble than I already had.
What? You didn't want to get in the way? Then what was today's discussion all about? You're clearly trying to sabotage things.
No, what I didn't want to get in the way of was my beloved sister's wedding. I wanted you to be happy, but now it feels like I've been left in the shadows and completely dismissed.
And that's exactly about me, isn't it? Then don't try to interfere.
No, I don't have a sister anymore, not after everything you've done.
What? What are you talking about? You can't just say that.
What do you mean, what am I talking about? You said it yourself. You didn't want to be seen as the sister of a crippled woman with a cane. You made it clear that you wanted nothing to do with me.
Just because you said that doesn't mean you can erase the fact that we're blood related. You can't just pretend I don't exist.
You were the one who decided I didn't exist, weren't you? You made sure that David and his family never met me, right? You didn't want them to know the truth about me.
That's true, but even so, that doesn't mean I should just let you get in the way. You shouldn't have come back and caused so much drama today.
It doesn't make a difference. Honestly, you always act like everything should go your way, don't you? Put up with it for so long, but I am done now. I can't take it anymore. So getting angry with me over this is completely unfair. I've been patient, but this is the final straw.
Shut up. Do you enjoy getting in other people's way like this? Do you really get some kind of sick satisfaction from making my life miserable?
You don't have any right to say such things. You have treated me with contempt all this time, looked down on me, and enjoyed making my life difficult. You have been actively trying to ruin things while pretending like you're the victim.
Enough! You and I are not the same. Don't talk back to me, you defective piece of trash. You don't even deserve to speak to me.
So you're saying that even though you're a defective person, you think you're superior to me? You're the one who's trustworthy in the eyes of your fiancé, David? You don't even deserve his trust. How can you expect to keep a relationship with him when you can't even respect your own family?
What did you say? How dare you act so high and mighty when you're a cripple yourself? There is no way I could be inferior to someone like you. I'm not the one who has a history of causing problems and breaking things. You're nothing more than a burden.
You think that because you're whole, you're somehow better than me? Your actions prove otherwise. You've hurt me for years, and now you're trying to sabotage my future? You think just because you've done everything your way, you deserve happiness? Well, I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've worked for.
Enough! It's useless talking to you. You don't understand anything. You've never cared about me or my happiness. I am done trying to make you understand. If you want to believe that I'm in the wrong, then go ahead. Keep living in your little bubble of selfishness.
Fine, I'll just take my victory and leave. I'll be happy no matter what, and I've already thought of a way to make that happen. You won't stop me anymore.
Oh, so you think you can do something now? I believe whatever you try to do now is pointless, but feel free to keep struggling if you want. Do whatever you think will make you happy. But remember, no matter what you do, you won't be able to change the truth or the damage you've caused. It's too late for that now. David, give me all your and your parents' wealth. I want everything.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? You contact me out of nowhere and say something like that? And anyway, we're not even engaged anymore, so stop contacting me. You have no right to come to me with such ridiculous demands.
Oh, really? So now you think it's okay to talk to me like this? You're really going to tell me to just forget everything and pretend you didn't just make such an outrageous request? Do you really understand what you're doing here? You have no idea how much worse this could get for you, right? You don't realize that your life could spiral into a nightmare, right? Well, I just figured something.
What the hell are you talking about? What do you even mean by that?
Well, I just figured something out while I was messaging that defect of a woman earlier. You know, the one you're always trying to push aside? Do you remember when we had that conversation a while ago? You were talking about your father, how he was the one who brought that woman into our lives, right? You said it yourself. Wasn't it your father who brought her in, that so-called Kendall, who you clearly didn't care about? I'm not wrong, am I?
So what? What's your point?
If I were to leak this little secret of yours, this ugly truth, it's going to cause so much trouble for you and for your company, too. Don't you see that? You could lose everything. And I'm not even talking about just the company. You could lose your whole future. Isn't that something worth considering? Do you really want to let it all fall apart because of this? Because you can't just let go of your pride?
Is that really a threat? Are you seriously trying to threaten me like this?
A threat? Me? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm just asking you for something. Your entire wealth, the fortune that you and your parents have built over the years. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's really that simple.
I see. Well then, can I ask for something in return? What about my own request? Do I have any right to ask something of you?
What? You think you can ask for something now? You honestly believe you're in a position where you can make demands? Don't you realize that it's me who holds all the cards here? I'm the one with control over everything, not you. My decisions will shape your future whether you like it or not. Do you really think you have any power over me now?
You think you're the one holding my future in your hands? Let me remind you, I have just as much power over you, don't forget that. You might be trying to play me, but this isn't just one-sided. You better understand that, because you're about to learn exactly what I can do.
What? What are you even talking about? Are you out of your mind? What do you mean you have power over me?
You really don't get it, do you? I've decided to sue you. I'm gonna press charges for blackmail.
Blackmail? What are you even saying right now? You're going to sue me for blackmail? What kind of insane accusation is that?
Yes, that's right. If this goes through, if we go to court, all of these messages will be used as evidence against you. You realize that, right? This isn't something you can just brush off. Blackmail doesn't come with a fine. You'll end up in jail. It's that simple. You can't escape it no matter how much you try to run from it. You'll have to face the consequences of your actions. And believe me, you don't want to find out what happens if it gets to that point.
Wait, hold on. You can't just do that. If this goes public, what will happen to my life? Do you have any idea how much this will ruin me?
Oh, I know exactly what will happen. This is exactly what you've brought upon yourself. You'll live the rest of your life with people looking at you like you're the villain. Every person will turn their back on you, and you'll be the one everyone points fingers at. Your reputation, your career, your whole life, it'll all be in ruins. You'll be just like that woman Kendall, the one you always thought you could look down on. People will treat you worse than her, and you'll have no one left to rely on. Is that really what you want? You're the one who started this mess.
I can't stand the thought of that. I can't bear the idea of living like that with everyone hating me. Why should I have to go through something so horrible? Why should I be the one to pay for your mistakes?
Why should you? Are you seriously asking me that? Don't you see that you're the one who's caused all of this? You're the one who's been selfish, the one who's hurt so many people without any remorse. Do you really not understand the consequences of your own actions? What do you expect me to say? You thought you could just keep doing whatever you wanted and not face any repercussions? That's not how the world works.
How could I possibly understand? How could I understand anything? I didn't do anything wrong. You're making me out to be the bad guy, but I'm not the one who's in the wrong here.
Are you really that deluded? Have you completely lost touch with reality? You belittled Kendall just because one of her legs doesn't work. You mocked her, made fun of her suffering, and laughed at her behind her back. You hurt someone who cared so much about you, someone who always had your back. You didn't even show an ounce of empathy or decency. You've been cruel, and now you expect me to just let it slide? You don't get to do that. Not anymore.
I don't care about her. I never cared about her, and I never will. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't see anything that you're talking about, and I certainly didn't know anything about it. I don't care what you think about me because it doesn't matter.
Fine, if that's how you want to be, then you've just made it even harder for me to forgive you. You've completely disregarded the kindness of Kendall, the kindness I've seen firsthand, the kindness she showed even when it hurt her. She endured everything for the sake of others, for the sake of you. And you've thrown it all away like it means nothing. You're a coward, and I'll never forgive you for what you've done to her.
How could you say that to me? How could you speak to your fiancé like that? You don't understand what I've been through. You don't know what it's like.
You're not my fiancé anymore. You gave up that right the moment you decided to act like this. You're not just some ex-fiancé. You're a criminal, and you're about to face the consequences of your actions. Do you think I'm going to let you walk away from this without paying for it?
I refuse to let this happen. I won't stand for it. If this is how far you're going to go, then I'll leak the accident information. I'll expose everything about it. If I do that, you'll be in even bigger trouble. You won't be able to hide from it. This will be your end.
You think you can still use the accident to your advantage? Think again. I've already prepared for that leak. You've underestimated me. Kendall knew exactly what you would try to do. She knew you would use the accident against us, so she made sure we were ready for it. All your plans are pointless.
What are you talking about? You're telling me that you knew what I was going to do all along? How could she have known? How could Kendall have prepared for it?
Kendall has always been watching you. She knows you better than you know yourself. She knew exactly what you were capable of, and she knew you would try to use the accident to get what you wanted. That's why she made sure everything was in place to stop you. She's been there for you even when you didn't deserve it. She's the one who's been watching over you, and now it's my turn to make sure you face the consequences of your actions.
No, you can't do this. You can't just ruin my life like this. This isn't fair.
The only unfair thing here is the way you've treated everyone around you. And now it's time to face the music. You'll regret ever thinking you could get away with everything you've done.
Please help me. If this goes on, my life will be ruined.
You're going to sue me, right? Well, good luck with that.
Don't say it so lightly. Wait a second. How do you even know about that?
Of course I know. After all, I'm the one who's going to provide the evidence to sue you.
What? You're the one?
I've been preparing for this just in case something happened. I've been keeping track of everything you've said and done. Recording things, writing it down in a diary. I've been collecting everything, every little thing that might be useful as evidence against you.
You've been doing this behind my back.
There's no way I'd tell the person causing all of this about it. Why would I make it easy for you? I've been gathering evidence to sue you, not help you get away with it.
You're joking, right? You're actually planning to use this evidence against your own sister? Is this how you're going to treat me?
You're the one who's been denying me as your sister. You cut me out of your life as if I was nothing. Don't come to me now pretending to care after everything you've done. Don't suddenly act like a caring sibling when you've done nothing but tear me down.
Why would you say that to your sister when I'm in such a bad situation? Don't you think that's the lowest thing you can do? You're my sister, yet you're making this so much worse.
I don't think so. You've done far worse things than anything I've done to you. Don't try to play the victim when you're the one who has hurt me and everyone around you the most. You think I should feel sorry for you after all the things you've done to me, our family, everyone who's ever cared for you?
But that's not the same thing. This is about me, and my life is falling apart.
Of course it's the same thing. It's because of you, isn't it? Because of all your actions, all your selfishness, and your complete disregard for others, including me. You've caused so much pain, and now you think you can just call me for help when things go wrong for you? No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to be the helpless little sister now, not after everything you've done.
You have no idea what I've been going through. I'm not just playing the victim here. This is my life, and everything's falling apart. You don't even care, do you? You never did.
I've always cared about you, but you never gave me a chance. You pushed me away every time I tried to help you. And now you're in trouble, and you think you can just cry and expect me to swoop in and save you? No, that's not how this works. You've made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
But I'm asking you for help now. Don't you see, if you don't give me the evidence to protect myself, I won't have a chance. My entire future is at risk here. You have to help me, Kendall. You have to.
Why should I help you after everything you've done? After how you've treated me, you don't get to demand my help after all the things you've done to hurt me. You've made your choices, and now you're going to face the consequences. Don't expect me to clean up the mess you've made. Not anymore.
This isn't just about you. This is about me, too. If I don't get your help, I'll lose everything. I'll be ruined. I won't be able to do anything anymore. Think about it. Don't you want to help me before everything is destroyed?
And what about everything you've destroyed, huh? What about all the people you've hurt? What about everything you've taken away from me and our family? Have you ever thought about that? You've already ruined so many lives, and now you're asking me to help you? Why should I? What have you done to deserve my help?
I've done nothing wrong. You're the one who's making this so much harder. You're the one who's keeping everything from me, and you think I deserve this? You think I deserve to lose everything just because of your stupid decisions?
You don't deserve anything. Not after how you've acted, not after what you've done to everyone around you. I've had enough of being the one who gets hurt. You don't get to come to me for help when I have spent my whole life trying to be there for you, only to have you push me away.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. Please, please, don't let my life end like this. Please, just help me.
If your life is going to end, maybe that's what you deserve. I'm not going to be the one to save you. You're the one who put yourself in this mess, and now you'll have to deal with the consequences.
But I need you, Kendall. I can't do this alone. Please help me.
I wish I could, but I can't. Not anymore. You've made your choices, and now you'll have to face them. I won't be a part of your escape. Not this time.
Kendall, please. I'll apologize for everything that's happened so far, so please help me.
Really, the persistence is impressive. You've been contacting me over and over again, and it's honestly getting tiresome at this point.
But that's because you've been ignoring my messages and calls.
Oh, so it's my fault again, huh? Isn't there a word called regret in your vocabulary?
If you mean regret, then yes, I've expressed it. Over and over again, I've apologized for everything that's happened, trying to make up for the past. And yet you've ignored it every time.
So, if you really are truly sorry, then I'll give you one last chance.
A chance? Does that mean you'll help me?
Only if you listen to what I tell you.
If you help me, I'll do anything you ask. Please just help me.
Then turn yourself in.
What? You want me to what?
You were the one who pushed me during the accident, weren't you? If you turn yourself in, I'll stop suing you for blackmail.
But I already told you I didn't do it. Stop accusing me without any proof.
Oh, but I have proof.
What? You have proof?
Yes, I do. The footage from the broken dash cam from that accident? David went out of his way to track it down for me. And guess what? In that footage, it's crystal clear that you were the one who pushed me.
No, that's not possible. There must be some mistake. didn't do anything like that. It must be some random person who looks like me. There's no way I could have done that.
Then tell me, why was your hair accessory found at the scene?
What?
When I was hospitalized after the accident, the police brought me something. They said it might belong to me. At first, I didn't think much of it, but when I saw that hair accessory, I became suspicious of you. At first, I didn't think much of it, but when I saw that hair accessory, I became suspicious of you. The very accessory you've been wearing? How could I ignore that?
Hair accessory? That doesn't mean anything. There are so many similar ones out there.
But this one had traces of hair still attached to it. Your hair. The DNA of the hair matched yours perfectly. Do you still want to pretend it's all a mistake? Are you still denying it?
This is...
Now you understand, don't you? If you know what's good for you, you'll turn yourself in right away. And if you do that, I'll stop suing you for blackmail. It's your choice.
I don't want to turn myself in, but I don't want to be sued either. If you just keep quiet, everything will be fine, won't it?
Oh, you always want to escape, don't you? I don't want this, I don't want that. You only think about what's best for you, don't you? You never consider anyone else's feelings.
Because if this goes on, I won't be able to live. I don't want my life to end like this without even having a say in it. I can't bear it.
You think I had a say in anything? You pushed me into that accident, and now I can't even walk properly anymore. And yet now you're asking for a say in your own fate? You've got to be kidding me.
But this is just too unfair.
The one who put me through all this unfairness was you, and now you're whining about fairness? What about you? You caused all of this. Everything that's happened is all because of your actions. You have no right to complain, no right to ask for anything.
But I'm your sister, the only sister you have. Please, I'm begging you, reconsider.
If you're not going to turn yourself in, then that's it. I'll sue you. I told you if you just listened to me and did the right thing, I would have stopped everything. But you've chosen this path, so now there's no going back.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, just don't sue me.
If apologizing could fix this, we wouldn't be here, would we? You wanted to erase me from your life to make me invisible, to make sure I'd never matter to anyone again, didn't you? You're willing to destroy me to save yourself. Well, if that's the case, you better be prepared for the consequences. Because if you think I'll let this slide, if you think I'll let you erase me from existence without paying the price, you are wrong. Society doesn't need someone like you, the defective one who can't even walk on your own. What value do you have left?
No, please don't say that.
Oh, but I mean it. You have to face the truth. You've thrown away everything you had, your relationships, your respect. Now you're asking for my mercy? You never cared when it was my life on the line, but now you're pleading for your own. You want me to help you after all the pain you've caused me? You really think I'll save you from your own consequences?
Please, Kendall, I know I've done wrong. I know it's too late, but I'll do anything. Please don't make me lose everything.
It's too late for pleas, and it's too late for regrets. The only thing left for you is facing the consequences of your actions. It's not about you anymore. It's about what you deserve. There's no going back. You have crossed the line. The damage has been done, and now it's time for you to take responsibility for all of it.
Kendall, thank you for all your hard work today.
Thanks, David. By the way, did you happen to see the news about Abby?
Yes, I saw it. It's been everywhere in the media, hasn't it?
She was arrested for attempted murder and extortion. Even if she's released, Abby's life is going to be so much harder from here on out.
I have a lot of mixed feelings as her former fiancé, but honestly, Abby's fate is just the result of everything she's done. It's all self-inflicted.
I agree with you. But seriously, thank you again. You really went through a lot to restore that dashcam footage, didn't you?
When I think about all the help you've given me, honestly, this little thing is nothing at all.
Gratitude? That's a bit overboard, don't you think? I've always felt like you tend to exaggerate when it comes to giving credit to others, especially me.
Well, that's because you've really done a lot for our family. You've been there when we needed it the most, and that's why it's only right that I thank you this much.
A hero?
Yes, actually, after the accident with you, our family was hanging by a thread.
Huh? Really?
My father took full responsibility for the accident and stepped down from his position at the company. And my mother was so upset with him that they even started talking about getting divorced.
But I've heard they've been getting along just fine recently. That doesn't sound like a family on the verge of breaking apart at all.
That's all thanks to you. Do you remember? You were the one who said you wouldn't make the details of the accident public and asked if you could still be hired by the company. That's what helped turn things around for us.
At the time, I could barely move one of my legs, and I was desperate for a solution.
And because of your help, my father was able to make the decision to keep the company going, and there was no damage to the company's reputation. In the end, that also helped my parents reconcile. So please don't worry about thanking me for this. It's the least I could do.
I understand what you're saying, but really, just accept my gratitude. Thanks to you, I was finally able to put the whole accident behind me. It's been such a relief to finally have closure on that chapter. I honestly feel saved now. I'm really grateful for everything you did.
Well, then I'll gladly accept your gratitude. I'm really happy that I could help, and I'm glad it all worked out for you.
Yes, really? So what do you think? Will you continue to support me going forward?
Of course! You know that my repayment for everything I owe you is far from finished.
Well, then I'm going to need you to work even harder from now on. We've got a long road ahead until I, the new president, can really get things going and make sure the company is thriving.
Of course you can count on me. I'll give my all.
And when that happens, when the company is back to full strength, we'll make sure everything works in your favor. We've been through so much together, and I don't want you to feel like you're on your own anymore. You've done so much for me and my family, and I won't forget that. This is just the beginning of what I can do to help.
You don't have to say that. I know you're not the type to back down, Kendall. I've seen how strong you are through all of this, even when it seemed like everything was falling apart. I can see that the future is bright for you, and I'm really looking forward to being part of it. And don't forget, this is all part of the journey. You've been through the tough times, and now it's time to move forward. And as long as you keep that determination, nothing can hold you back. You've already proven how strong you are.
Thank you. Honestly, it means so much to hear you say that. I've had my fair share of doubts, but having you support me like this really makes me feel like I can keep going. I'm ready to face whatever comes next because I know I'm not doing it alone.
You'll never be alone in this. I'm right here by your side, and I'll make sure you get everything you deserve. You've earned it.
I can't tell you how much that means to me, David. I won't let you down. You've done so much for me, and I am going to make sure I repay you for all your kindness and support. You're not just a family friend to me, you're someone I can trust with anything.
That's exactly how I feel, Kendall. I'll be there for you every step of the way. No matter what happens, we'll get through it together.
And with that, there's nothing stopping us from achieving what we've set out to do. I'll work as hard as I can, and I know you'll do the same. Let's make this company shine. For you, for me, for all of us. We're stronger together.
Absolutely. I'm ready for the challenge. And with you on my side, I know we can make the future even better than we've imagined.
Abby was arrested for attempted murder and threats, and she received a suspended sentence. To say this myself, but my words and actions have become the talk of the town, and even now, Abby continues to be a subject of discussion on tabloid shows. It's strange knowing something I was involved in has kept people talking for so long. Part of me feels conflicted. On one hand, it's validating that the truth came to light, but on the other, it's unsettling to realize how much attention it all garnered. The media, with its need for sensational stories, twisted it into a spectacle. Abby's name will forever be tied to her crimes, and even when she is released from prison, the weight of those actions will follow her. People will always remember her for what she did. Even after serving her sentence, Abby will never be able to escape the shame. It's the unfortunate reality when someone chooses a dark path. Time won't erase the marks left by her deeds. On the other hand, my life has moved forward in a different direction. With David and the others' help, I focused my work and thrown myself into my role as president. It's been challenging but rewarding. I've worked hard to get here, but it's not always easy to bear the weight of the title president. When people refer to me as the young female president, it still feels awkward. Sometimes I wish I could step out of the spotlight and live simply without the pressures of leadership. But I've learned to embrace the responsibility, even when it's uncomfortable. Despite my accomplishments, my physical limitations remain. Not being able to walk without a cane is a daily reminder of what I've been through. Every step I take, I'm reminded of all the years lost and the pain endured. It's a constant challenge, but I've learned to accept it. I'll never walk as I once did, but I've come to terms with that. My body may be broken, but my spirit is stronger. There are days I wonder if I'll ever feel truly free of everything that happened. It's hard not to feel resentment toward Abby and the others who caused me so much pain, but over time, I've learned to let go of the bitterness. It's not easy, but I know holding on to anger keeps me from moving forward. Instead, I focus on building something positive. Every day I strive to create a meaningful life. My team, including David, has been an invaluable support. I couldn't have achieved what I have without them. I think often about my parents who passed away years ago. Sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I wonder what they would think of how I've turned out. I like to think they'd be proud, but I also know they would want me to find peace within myself and let go of the past. They always believed in me, and that's what I hold on to now. Looking back, I realize how much I've changed. I used to seek validation from others, always wondering if I was good enough. But now, I've learned to define success on my own terms. I no longer need anyone's approval. I know who I am, and that's enough. As I continue this journey, I try to honor my parents' memory. I want to live a life reflecting the values they instilled in me: strength, resilience, and kindness. They may not be here physically, but their influence continues to guide me every day. When I think about those dark days, it's hard to believe I've come this far. I've rebuilt my life from the ashes of everything Abby and the others tried to destroy. But here I am, standing tall and ready for whatever comes next. The road ahead won't always be easy, but after everything I've been through, I know I can handle anything. I want to continue moving forward, building something meaningful for myself and those who have supported me. I want to show the world that no matter what happens, you can always rise from the ashes. And as I walk this journey, I know my parents are watching over me, proud of the woman I've become. In the end, this life, my life, is mine to live. It's been a hard road, but it's also been filled with growth, resilience, and love. I'll keep walking it one step at a time, knowing that I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving. And that's something I can be proud of.
Hey, so I was thinking of inviting some friends over to hang out. I know we were originally supposed to be staying out all night, but they were wanting some place to chill at instead. You're still at home, right?
Yeah, I am. But if you're bringing friends over, that's totally fine. I don't mind at all. Should I make some snacks for everyone? I could bake something quick, maybe cookies or some cake?
No way! I'd want your homemade snacks.
Huh?
Look, I'll just be honest with you. You're seriously in the way. I've been putting up with this for way too long, and I am done pretending. How long do you even plan on staying here? Can't you tell that you're not wanted around the house anymore?
What? But I'm married to your father. This is my home now too, isn't it? I don't have a set time limit. I plan to be here forever. And what do you mean nobody wants me around here anymore?
Don't mess with me. Do you even know what it's like having to live with you? You act like everything's fine when it's not.
I know it might be uncomfortable for you, Mia. I get it. After all, we're not related by blood. I'm not your real mother. I'd never try to replace her, but I love your father and he loves me. That's why we're together. And I want to get along with you too. I really do. So please don't treat me like an enemy.
Are you kidding me? I'd ever want to live with a parasite like you.
Parasite?
Dad and I are starting a new life. You've heard that we're moving, right?
Of course, I was a part of that discussion too. We all talked about it together. I know what's going on.
Dad's starting a new job, and he's going to be really busy.
I know, and that's why I want to support him in any way I can. I'll be there for him. That's what a wife does.
That's exactly the problem, and no one asked for your support. Just having you in this house is frustrating enough. I don't want you here.
Why do you hate me so much?
Shut up. I was against Dad marrying you from the start, but I thought if he chose you, maybe there was something special about you. Maybe you'd be different, maybe I'd come around. But every day, all I see is you doing nothing. You just sit around in this house pretending to be part of the family when you're not.
That's not true. You're misunderstanding.
Like hell I am. I live with you. I see what you do every day. You act like this perfect, gentle stepmother, but you're just a freeloader.
That's not fair. I take care of the house. I make meals. I do the laundry.
Oh, please. That's just basic stuff. You think that makes you special? That doesn't mean anything to me.
I just wanted to help.
This move is the perfect chance. Just divorce Dad already.
No, I can't do that. I know you don't like me, but your father and I love each other. You can't just decide on your own that we should get divorced. That's not how marriage works.
If I ask Dad, he'll listen to me. He always puts me first. He always chooses me.
That's not true.
I don't care what you think. I'm done living with you. Pack your stuff and get out. I never want to see your face again.
Mia, please. I don't want to fight like this. I know you're upset. I know this hasn't been easy. But I'm not your enemy. I care about your father. I care about you.
Stop pretending. I don't want to hear your fake sympathy. If you really cared, you'd leave. You'd stop ruining our family.
I never wanted to ruin anything. I wanted to be part of your family. I wanted to make things better, not worse.
Then prove it. Get out.
Mia.
I mean it. I don't want to live with you anymore.
But your father...
Dad will understand. He'll pick me over you. He always does.
I don't believe that.
Then watch. I'll make sure he sends you away.
No, this can't be happening.
It already is. So hurry up and pack. I don't want to see you here when I get back.
Mia, please.
I said, get out.
Mom, I have a little favor to ask.
Oh, what is it?
Can I stay with you for a while?
Well, of course, but did something happen? Did you and Dave have a fight?
No, it's not Dave. It's Mia.
No, it's not Dave. It's Mia.
Oh, she's at that age, after all. Living with someone who isn't her biological mother must be difficult in a lot of ways. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be easy. I prepared myself for this. I knew that both Dave and Mia had been abandoned by his previous wife. I understood that their life had been difficult and I wanted to help them.
But even knowing that, you still decided to marry him?
Yes, I met Dave at a little cafe I used to visit during my work breaks. He had just started working there and I could tell he wasn't used to the job yet. His movements were a little awkward and he seemed nervous. But there was something very sincere about him. I started talking to him little by little. He was kind, hardworking, and always put his daughter first. I admire that about him. Eventually we got closer, and when he proposed to me, I said yes without hesitation.
Well, that's a lovely story, but Mia still hasn't accepted you, has she?
No, in fact, she told me to leave the house.
She said that? That's harsh, but what about the move? Weren't you all supposed to be relocating soon?
That's exactly why she wants me gone. She said this was the perfect opportunity for me to leave so that she and her dad could live together, just the two of them.
I see. Well, she's still a child. I don't think she fully understands the situation.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not furious or anything, but when she treats me like I don't matter, it really stings.
Of course, it's only natural to feel that way. You're doing your best, but she's pushing you away. Oh, that has to hurt.
It does. I knew it would take time for her to accept me, but I didn't expect her to want me gone entirely. I keep telling myself she doesn't mean it, that she's just lashing out because she's confused and frustrated, but a part of me is starting to wonder if she really does hate me.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sure she doesn't hate you.
She's just scared. Her mother abandoned her, and now she sees another woman in her life. She might be afraid that you'll leave too, so she's trying to reject you before she gets attached. Maybe, but I don't know how to convince her otherwise. For now, don't push yourself too hard. Just come home. Your father will be happy to have you here, and we can talk things through together. Yeah, I think that's for the best. I'll head over soon, so let's talk more then. Of course, you can tell me anything. Dave, are you almost home?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Why?
I just wanted to let you know I'm staying at my parents' place for a little while. I made dinner, though, so just heat it up when you get home.
That's fine, but is something wrong?
Well, Mia told me to leave the house.
Again?
Sorry. I know she's going through a tough phase, and she probably has a lot on her mind.
I get that, but it's been 2 years since we all started living together. How much longer is this gonna go on?
Wait, are you blaming me for this?
She's a kid, Alicia. That means it's up to you as the adult to communicate with her properly.
I know that. I've been trying. But no matter what I do, Mia completely shuts me out. She won't even have a proper conversation with me. I don't know what else to do.
Listen, Alicia, Mia is my whole world. Everything I do for her. Even remarrying, I thought it would be the best thing for her. But looking at how things are now, I can't say she's any happier than before.
Wait a second, don't say it like that. I know Mia's important to you, but...
She's the most important person in my life. That's just how it is.
Fine, I get it. I'll try harder to get along with her, but I need your support too, Dave.
I've already been doing everything I can. And if things still aren't working out, then the problem isn't with me. It's with you.
That's not fair. That's completely unreasonable.
If things keep going like this, I'm going to have to make a difficult decision.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm done. I want a divorce. I don't see a way forward for us anymore.
What? No, you can't be serious. Are you really saying this right now? What about the move? We already signed the lease.
Mia and I will move in together, just the two of us. I'm sorry, but you'll have to find another place to go.
No, wait, Dave, you can't just...
I don't want to do this either, but I have to put my daughter first. I'm really sorry. We can discuss everything else after the move.
Dave, you're really serious about this?
Yeah, I am. Alicia, thank you for everything up until now.
Do you even understand how much I have sacrificed for you and Mia? Everything I have done, every effort I've made, and this is what I get in return?
That's just how it is. You need to accept it.
Fine, do whatever you want. I don't care anymore. You cared enough to marry me, to bring me into this family, and now, just because things got tough, you're throwing me away?
It's not about throwing you away. It's about doing what's best for Mia.
And what about me? Do I mean nothing to you?
Alicia, I don't know what to say. This isn't easy for me either.
You say that, but it sounds like you made up your mind a long time ago.
Maybe I did. Maybe I was just hoping things would get better, but they haven't.
So that's it? After everything?
I'm sorry.
I gave everything I had to this family, and now I have nothing left.
You'll be okay. You're strong.
You don't get to decide that.
Hey, how long do you plan to keep postponing the divorce with Dad? You're making him suffer, so just agree to the divorce already.
Mia, we both have a lot going on over here. It's not something I can just accept easily, okay?
It's pointless to hope for reconciliation with us. I'd rather die than have anything to do with someone like you, a parasite of an old woman.
You're calling me a parasite, but don't you think you're misunderstanding something?
There's no way that's the case. You always sit around at home doing nothing, and you've been getting close to Dad just because you were hoping for his income. I bet now you're probably living on welfare since Dad dumped you.
Welfare?
Yes, welfare. Don't tell me you don't even know what that is.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't really need to do that. I'll be fine on my own.
In that case, just gonna move on and divorce him already. He bought me a condo and a tower. Pretty good, right?
Oh, so he actually did that.
Yeah, he did. I've been wondering where you were moving, but I never expected it to be a tower condo like that. I have to admit I've reevaluated Dad after that.
Can that trash really afford the mortgage?
What? What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, you don't need to worry about the divorce. I'm not dragging this out or anything. There are just some important steps that need to be taken care of, which is why it's taking a little time.
Really? Well, hurry it up.
Hey, Alicia, what the hell is going on here?
What do you mean? The divorce should be finalized by now. We've already gone through everything.
No, wait, didn't you buy that apartment? You've been talking about it for months.
That's not the case at all. I didn't just buy it out of nowhere. I took out a loan for it, and I intend to pay it off on my own. But since we decided to divorce, I transferred the ownership to you. You're the one who's going to be living there, so logically, it's your responsibility to pay the loan from now on.
Well, that may be true, but...
You really are a mean person, you know that? You're not even trying to be honest about any of this.
What do you mean by that?
You told Mia that you bought the apartment like it was your own. You know, she believed every word you said. That poor kid thought you had the money to buy it like you were some kind of hero. But that's not even the truth. You made her think something that's completely false.
Well, yeah, I did say that, but...
One like you, who doesn't earn a dime and has me covering every penny of the household expenses, couldn't possibly buy an apartment, could you? Don't act like that's something that makes sense.
Well, I did find a job recently, you know. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing.
It was only until very recently, wasn't it? Until then, it was all me paying for everything. I was the one paying all the bills, handling the daily expenses. And for Mia's sake, I kept quiet about it. I didn't want her to see you as some sort of failure in her eyes. I wanted her to have at least one image of you that she could look up to as her dad. But even so, you telling her that you bought the apartment when you really didn't, that's a lie, and you should not be feeding your daughter lies like that. It's not something a father should do.
That's not important right now. What's important is the loan. What are we going to do about it?
What about it? Are you kidding me? You're the one who's supposed to pay the loan. Of course it's your responsibility now. Why the hell would I pay for an apartment that you're going to live in?
Well, because...
Exactly. So this conversation is over. I've made myself clear. Bye now.
Wait, hold on a second. You can't just walk away like that. Fine, we'll put the divorce aside for now. Let's just talk about the loan.
What? What are you talking about? The divorce papers have already been submitted. We've done everything. The process has already started, and you can't back out now.
No, I haven't signed them yet. I've been putting it off because I'm not entirely sure about everything. I haven't made up my mind. I don't know if I'm ready for this yet.
What are you doing? You've been pushing me to hurry up to get this done as soon as possible. You've been rushing me every single day, but now you're saying you're unsure?
I've still been unsure about it. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I'm just not certain. There's a part of me that still hesitates to go through with it.
Don't lie. You've been dragging your feet, hoping I'd just do it all for you, haven't you? You've been putting it off because it's easier to let me make the decisions. You've been so lazy about all of this.
No, it's not like that. I swear I've really been thinking this over, trying to figure out if this is the right thing to do. It's not about being lazy. I just don't want to make a decision I'll regret.
What the hell are you even talking about now?
Look, I'm serious. I'll talk to Mia again. I'll try to convince her. Let's try to fix things. Maybe we can start over, give it another shot. We can make this work.
No way. Who in their right mind would want to live with someone like you again? After everything that's happened, do you think I would just go back to you like nothing happened? You are out of your mind.
Hello, Kimberly. It's been a while. This is Dave.
Oh, this is unexpected. What's going on?
Is Alicia there with you?
I'm sorry, but you and Alicia are already getting a divorce, aren't you? Alicia specifically told me not to give you any information about her whereabouts.
Well, about the divorce, I wanted to ask if you could reconsider.
What do you mean? You were the one who brought up the divorce, weren't you?
Yes, I admit I brought it up, but, well, there's something I didn't make clear before, and I want to explain.
I'm really sorry, but it's too late to pretend this didn't happen now.
No, you see, while it's true I brought up the divorce, the reason for it was actually Alicia.
Alicia?
Yes, exactly. Actually, there was a time when Mia came home with a bruised face.
What?
When I asked her what happened, she said Alicia had hit her.
No way.
It seems that the two of them weren't getting along well and had gotten into a fight, and that's when Alicia physically lashed out. The more I talked to Mia, it turns out that this wasn't the first time. Alicia had been physically abusive toward her on several occasions.
Oh, there's no way Alicia would do something like that.
I assure you this is the truth.
If that's true, then getting a divorce is the only option. Why are you trying to take it back?
Well, the thing is, I think the relationship just wasn't in a good place. I thought we could still work things out. Having a teenager like Mia suddenly come into our lives must have been hard for Alicia. I think both Mia and Alicia were struggling to adjust given their age and circumstances. But I believe that from now on, I can be the one to step in and improve the situation. I'm confident that with some effort we can fix everything.
I see.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you to tell me where Alicia is.
So you think I'm just going to fall for this?
What do you mean?
That girl would never lay a hand on anyone. She's not like that.
But I'm telling you, it's the truth.
And Alicia really cared about Mia. She wanted the best for her. That's why she made the decision to move into that tower condo, so Mia could have a better life, a more comfortable life.
I understand that, but...
Do you really think just anyone can afford to live in that condo?
What do you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to manage the mortgage payments?
But she's been earning money working from home, hasn't she?
Even so, there's a limit. You don't understand. She has been using the money she saved up to renovate our house. Money she has been saving for years just to help fix things for us.
She was saving that money?
Yes, she was. She had always wanted to make our house more accessible, to improve it and make it safer for us. That's why she'd been putting money aside for it. But even after all that, she still wanted to spend that money just to make Mia happy and give her a better life. And now you're telling me that she's been physically harming her? It's unbelievable.
Well, I didn't know about that.
No, it's all right. Honestly, I don't need to know what's going on between you two. What matters is that Alicia is family to me, and she is someone I care deeply about. For her sake, I can't let you stay married to her anymore. It's over. I want you both to get a divorce, and I want you to stay away from Mia forever. She doesn't need you in her life.
But wait, Kimberly, you don't understand. I didn't mean for things to get this far. I'm just trying to make things right.
No, you've done enough already. You don't have the right to keep trying to interfere in our lives. If you really cared about Mia or Alicia, you wouldn't have let things get to this point in the first place. Mia's been through enough, and Alicia doesn't deserve to be treated like this. I am putting my foot down, and I am telling you now, it's over. I won't let you drag this out any longer.
But I still want to fix things. I know I can make it better.
You've had your chance. I won't let you make any more decisions for Alicia or Mia. It's time for you to leave, Dave.
Stay away from both of them. This is my family, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect them.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
Oh, Mia, what a surprise. I thought we were done with each other. Why are you reaching out to me now?
I happened to see you.
Oh, and?
Why the hell did you just walk out of that tower condo?
Huh? Why are you so mad? It's not a big deal, is it? I went for a viewing a while back and really liked the place. So after talking it over with my parents, we decided to live there together. Now that you mention it, what happened with you guys? I haven't seen you around.
Like we could afford that place. Dad canceled the lease. Now we're stuck living in some cheap apartment.
Oh, I see. Well, with Dave's earnings, that makes sense.
What do you mean? Dad has plenty of money, doesn't he?
That's what you were told, wasn't it? But it's completely false. Dave and I first got married, he was only working part-time. After we got married, I asked him to quit and look for a stable job. In the meantime, I covered all our living expenses.
No way. That's nothing like what I was told.
Mia.
What?
You know, I always wanted to get along with you.
Really?
Yeah, but from the very beginning, you kept rejecting me.
Yeah?
And that always felt strange to me. I've been wondering, was it because of Dave?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about it?
Fine, I'll tell you, but it's kind of complicated.
Take your time. I really want to understand.
From the moment you came into our lives, Dad kept telling me you were nothing but a gold digger. That you only married him for money. That once you got what you wanted, you'd throw him away and leave us with nothing.
So that's what he told you.
Yeah, and I believed him. Every time I looked at you, I could only see what he told me to see. It didn't matter what you did or said, Dad made sure I hated you.
I see.
But now, hearing all this, I don't know what to think anymore. Everything's different from what I thought I knew.
I get it. You were just a kid, Mia. You trusted your dad because he was supposed to be telling you the truth.
But he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
I don't know if I can forgive him for that.
And that's something only you can decide. But no matter what, Mia, I never hated you. I just wanted a chance to be family.
Maybe it's not too late.
Alicia, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd never contact me again.
Yeah, well, I can't stop thinking about you.
Funny, I feel the same way. Even now, just hearing your voice makes me so angry.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm serious. I really want to start over with you.
Don't be ridiculous. How can you even say that?
I never hated you, Alicia. I only thought that for Mia's sake, it was better if we got divorced.
Then good, you made your choice. What do you want now?
I'm not living with Mia anymore.
What?
I had no idea she was so selfish and spoiled. I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I sent her back to her mother.
And?
Now I'm living alone. There's no one to get in our way anymore. So, Alicia, let's start over. Just the two of us. Let's be happy again.
Do you really think I'm going to fall for that?
I'm not lying. I really am alone now.
Oh, I know, because I was the one who gave Mia that advice.
What?
About 3 months ago, Mia's mother reached out to me.
What?
She told me Mia had been talking about you. And you know what, Dave? Mia told me everything.
Everything?
Yeah, how you poisoned her mind against me. How you told her I married you for money, that I just laze around the house all day while you worked so hard.
That's not true. I never said that.
That's funny because Mia told me she heard it straight from your mouth. And it wasn't just once, you told her over and over again. And let me guess, you also told her that you wanted to divorce me, but you just couldn't say it, right? Mia told me she threw me out because she thought she was doing it for you. She thought she was making you happy by getting rid of me.
No, I never...
You never what? You never said that? You never used her? You never planned to milk me for everything I had and then toss me aside?
That's not true! I swear you've got it all wrong!
Oh? So you're telling me Mia lied?
Yes, she must have misunderstood!
Really? Because Mia also told me something else. That you were planning to remarry. She even showed me pictures of your new fiancé.
That little...
She's gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely stunning. Didn't you marry her already? Oh, wait. Don't tell me she left you because you couldn't get that fancy condo tower.
That's not what happened!
Oh, really? So what did happen?
I just realized I still love you!
Do you seriously expect me to believe that? After everything you did to me, after everything you put Mia through, you think you can just come crawling back?
I never meant to hurt you!
And yet you did, over and over again. You used your own daughter as a weapon. You let her believe I was the enemy. You let her destroy our marriage, our home, and my reputation just so you wouldn't have to be the bad guy.
That's not fair. I was struggling too!
Oh, I'm sure you were. Let me tell you something, Dave. Mia was just as much of a victim as I was. You twisted her perception of me so much that she had no idea what was real. You made her believe she was doing the right thing by getting rid of me. But now she's finally free of you.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's happy now. She's living with her mother and she's doing well. She's finally seeing the truth about you.
That's not...
And as for me, I'm done, Dave. You have no power over me anymore.
Please, Alicia, just listen!
No, I'm done listening to you. I am blocking your number after this, so don't bother trying to reach me again.
Alicia, wait! Just one more!
Goodbye, Dave. For good this time. Mom, he contacted me again. I knew it. I was sure he'd come running back the moment he got into trouble. He really is hopeless. Honestly, I should have seen it coming. But I guess part of me wanted to believe in him. I was at that point in my life where I felt like I had to settle down, like I had to get married before it was too late. And then he showed up, and I let myself get carried away. I understand. When you're feeling pressured like that, it's easy to make decisions you wouldn't normally make. But that doesn't mean it was your fault. Maybe not, but looking back, there were so many red flags. I ignored them because I wanted to believe things would work out. I thought if I just tried a little harder, if I gave a little more, we could be happy. But in the end, I was the only one putting in any effort. And now, here he is trying to worm his way back into your life after everything he put you through. Exactly. But you know what? I'm not even angry anymore. I feel free. Since leaving him, I've been able to focus on my work without all the stress and drama weighing me down. My career is thriving, and more importantly, I'm happy. Living with you has been such a relief. I've realized that marriage isn't the only path to happiness. That's right. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters to me. Whether you're married or not, your happiness is the most important thing. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate that. After that, Dave was living alone in an apartment while working. However, his nature, which leaned on relying on others rather than taking responsibility for himself, never changed. It seemed that he entered into a new relationship with another woman, hoping to have her take care of his life, just as he had tried before. But as it turned out, the woman was a fraudster. Instead of helping him, as he had hoped, she managed to take all the savings he had been building up. From there, Dave found himself in debt, and his lifestyle became a struggle. He had to rely on borrowing money just to get by, and his life became a slow, arduous process of surviving from one day to the next. On the other hand, Mia had been working hard, studying diligently under the care of her mother. She had remained serious about her studies, putting in the effort day after day. This commitment paid off as she was set to enter high school in the spring of this year. Mia's progress was something to be proud of, especially when considering the discipline and focus she had shown in a world where distractions were plenty. Unlike the chaotic situation Dave found himself in, Mia seemed to be forging ahead with a clear and determined path towards her future. For me, the online store I had been running as part of an e-commerce business began to show real progress. The success of this venture enabled me to take a significant step forward. I was able to establish my own company. I took the leap of setting up an office in the heart of Tokyo, and I even began to hire employees to help with the growing business. The decision to expand wasn't easy, and it came with a great deal of responsibility, but it was something I had been working toward for years. I had always believed that if I could just get the business to a certain point, I could turn it into something much bigger. Now, with a proper office and a small team behind me, the next challenge was clear: continuing to grow the business and increase our sales. The work was far from over, and there were many obstacles and uncertainties still to face. But it was a positive change. Each day presented new opportunities and new hurdles, but I was determined to navigate through them. I could feel the momentum building, and even when things got tough, I held on to the belief that with enough persistence, success was within reach. For Mia, high school represented a major milestone. Not only was she transitioning to a new chapter in her academic journey, but it also marked the start of the time when her decisions would begin to shape her future even more directly. Being a teenager meant that Mia would soon experience the challenges that came with newfound independence. While she was still under her mother's guidance, high school brought with it a new set of social dynamics and academic pressures. It would be a time of growth and learning, and Mia was more than ready to take on the challenge. Her solid foundation from earlier years meant she could handle whatever came her way, whether it was navigating friendships, dealing with difficult subjects, or figuring out what she wanted to pursue in the long term. Dave, on the other hand, seemed to be trapped in a cycle of poor choices. His tendency to rely on others for support rather than build up his own capabilities had led him into increasingly difficult situations. After his savings were taken by the fraudulent woman, his life took another turn for the worse. He could have learned from his mistakes, taken responsibility for his actions, and found a way to move forward, but it seemed he had fallen back into the same pattern of dependence, which kept him from gaining any real control over his life. The debts piled up, and his situation continued to worsen. For Dave, it was a constant uphill battle with no clear end in sight. Meanwhile, I was in the midst of managing my expanding business, where each day brought its own set of challenges. The transition from small online store to official company with employees wasn't something that could be taken lightly. There were many decisions to make: hiring the right people, making sure the business operations ran smoothly, and figuring out how to keep growing. The pressure was constant, and yet there was something exhilarating about it all. Being responsible for others and having my own office in a bustling city like Tokyo brought a sense of accomplishment that I had always dreamed of. It was a constant balancing act, finding time to focus on strategic decisions, but also handling the immediate concerns of running the business. I often found myself reflecting on how far I had come. The path hadn't been easy. There had been many nights where I stayed up late working on orders, making plans, and trying to figure out how to make the next step. But I had learned to embrace the grind and the challenges it brought. No one else was going to make things happen for me, and that realization drove me to work harder each day. While my success wasn't guaranteed, I felt that if I continued to push forward and take things one step at a time, there was no reason why I couldn't continue to build and grow. Mia's future, too, was full of potential. High school was just the beginning of what promised to be an exciting and challenging journey. She would face both academic and personal growth, learning not only about the subjects she was passionate about, but also about herself. Friendships she built during these years would likely stay with her for a long time, and the choices she made about her studies and career would have a lasting impact. Mia seemed to have a good grasp on her priorities, and I had no doubt that she would navigate the challenges of high school with the same determination she had shown up until now. Her future was in her hands, and it was clear that she was prepared to make the most of it. As for Dave, I wasn't sure what the future held for him. His cycle of relying on others and making poor decisions seemed to make it difficult to see a clear path forward. Perhaps he could still change, but it would take a great deal of self-reflection and growth. Until then, his life seemed to be one of surviving rather than thriving. It was a sad reality, but one that many people find themselves facing when they refuse to take responsibility for their own actions. In contrast, I felt like I was on the verge of something much bigger. The process of building my business from the ground up had been challenging, but every step had been rewarding. With each new achievement, I felt more confident in my ability to make it work. And though the road ahead was still full of obstacles, I knew that as long as I kept pushing forward, I could build a legacy that would be worth all the effort. Mia, for her part, was steadily moving toward a bright future. Her hard work combined with the support of her mother had laid a strong foundation for her success. I hoped that she would continue to take the challenges of high school in stride and emerge from them even stronger. Her future was waiting for her, and it seemed that she was ready to embrace it with open arms.
Max, enough is enough. What on earth are you thinking coming home in the middle of the night? Do you even realize how suspicious that looks? You're practically begging me to think that you're cheating.
Stop nagging already. It's not like I'm staying out until morning, so what's the big deal? And besides, this time I had no choice.
No choice? Are you seriously saying that?
Riley had a fever. On my way back from work, I had to pick up some things she needed, and that's why I got home late. I wasn't doing anything shady, so just drop it, all right?
Riley? You mean your ex, right? Look, you're a married man now. That is not the kind of thing a married man should be doing. And don't forget, we agreed on this. When we got married, we decided you'd gradually cut back on helping Riley until you were no longer involved in her life.
I am cutting back. Do you think I wanted to just leave her like that? Honestly, I'd rather be there taking care of her myself, but I'm holding back because of our agreement. I'm sticking to what we decided, so stop acting like I'm breaking some huge rule. How selfish can you be?
Selfish? You're the selfish one here.
Oh, for crying out loud, I've explained this to you already, haven't I? Riley and I go way back. Her family was dirt poor, and she's always been physically weak. On top of that, she's timid by nature. You expect me to just abandon her when she's sick and vulnerable? What kind of person do you think I am?
I never said to abandon her completely. I've been more than reasonable about this, considering how long you've known Riley. All I'm saying is that going forward, you need to reduce how much you're supporting her and encourage her to stand on her own 2 feet.
And I am reducing it. What more do you want from me?
Oh, this is going nowhere. It's the same argument over and over again.
If anyone's repeating the same thing, it's you. And anyway, Riley still needs me, but you don't even need me, do you?
What? What are you even talking about?
Let's be real here, you don't love me, do you? This marriage was arranged by our parents, after all. You're incredibly capable and independent, you don't need a man like me to get by. You're perfectly fine on your own, so why does it even matter if I'm still helping someone who actually relies on me?
You're unbelievable. You know what? Forget it. There's no point in continuing this conversation right now.
Finally, some sense. Look, I'm doing my part here, so the least you could do is show a little understanding.
So that's what happened. I really want to hear your opinion on this. What do you think?
Why are you coming to me with something like this? Isn't this the kind of thing you'd normally discuss with your girlfriends?
I wanted a guy's perspective. And honestly, you're the only guy I'm close to. My childhood friend, after all.
A guy's perspective, huh? Well, I could sort of see where your husband is coming from. You know, men like to act all protective and cool around women. It's just how we are.
So it really is like that, huh?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's more of a wish or an ideal than a reality. What a person thinks or how they act varies from one individual to the next. And even if he feels that way, it does not give him a free pass to neglect his wife. If he's still acting like this even after getting married, maybe it's time for him to learn a hard lesson. You know the saying, there's no cure for stupidity? If words aren't enough to get through to him, then you might have to take more drastic action. If you want, I could take care of him for you.
No, stop. I don't want to drag you into this. I mean, I know I'm the one who came to you for advice, but still.
Relax, I'm just kidding. Besides, if I got into trouble, I'd lose my job. Not worth it.
But you might be right. He probably thinks he can just brush off whatever I say with excuses. If he does something stupid again, I might have to come up with a way to teach him a lesson he won't forget.
Well, if you're really stuck, just let me know. I'll at least listen to whatever's bothering you.
Thanks, Mike. Honestly, I wish I could just be that delicate, fragile kind of woman he seems to think I am.
Maybe then this wouldn't even be a problem.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. You, delicate and fragile, I can't even picture it.
You're not wrong there. If I ever let myself show any weakness, I'd get taken advantage of immediately. That's just the kind of environment I grew up in.
Your husband doesn't know, does he? About how every single one of those bullies who messed with you ended up in the hospital?
That was out of my control. And anyway, they were the ones picking on me in the first place, so they got what they deserved.
Fair point, but, well, I'll just say this. I really wouldn't want to end up working with you on the job, so do me a favor and keep things under control, okay?
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Madison, about our honeymoon trip tomorrow, I've decided to bring Riley along too.
What? What are you even saying?
Well, it's just the two of us feels kind of boring, don't you think? It'd be way more fun with 3 people.
Don't mess with me. Why are you even bringing up Riley's name at a time like this? This is supposed to be our trip to celebrate our marriage.
What's with the overreaction? It's just a trip. We can go on as many as we want later. Hawaii has always been Riley's favorite state, and I thought it'd be nice to take her there. So yeah, for tomorrow's honeymoon trip, my ex is coming along. 3 people are way better than just me and a grouchy woman like you, so it's fine, right?
Sure, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Great! Looking forward to it!
Mike, please, call me back immediately. This is an emergency.
Whoa, calm down. You're scaring me. What's going on?
Mike, you're off tomorrow, right? You don't have any plans?
Yeah, I don't have work, but...
Good. Then you're coming on a trip with me tomorrow.
Wait a second, what? Isn't tomorrow supposed to be your honeymoon? What in the world is going on?
Well, it's a long story, but listen to me. My husband just decided completely out of the blue that he's bringing Riley along on our honeymoon.
Wait, what? Riley? You mean his ex-girlfriend? What kind of ridiculous joke is this?
It's not a joke, Mike. He's actually serious about it. He said something about the trip being boring with just the 2 of us and that Riley loves Hawaii, so he thought it'd be nice to bring her along. Can you believe that?
Are you kidding me? That's completely insane. Does he even hear himself? Bringing his ex on a honeymoon. Who does that?
Exactly. And he had the audacity to tell me it'd be more fun with 3 people. I'm at my breaking point, Mike. I can't take this anymore.
I don't even know what to say to that. Honestly, Madison, you've got every right to be furious. That's beyond disrespectful.
It is, isn't it? And the worst part is, he said it so casually, like it was no big deal. Like I should just accept it and go along with his ridiculous plan.
Okay, first of all, you're not going anywhere with him tomorrow, and definitely not with Riley. This whole thing is absurd.
That's why I need you, Mike. You have to come with me.
Wait, hold on. You're asking me to go on a trip with you tomorrow? Isn't that going to make things even more complicated?
Look, I don't care anymore. If he thinks it's okay to bring his ex on our honeymoon, then I don't see why I can't bring a friend along. Please, Mike, I really need your help here.
All right, fine, I'll come with you, but only because this whole situation is completely messed up, and you shouldn't have to deal with it alone.
Thank you, Mike. I knew I could count on you.
Hey, Madison! Who the hell is that guy?
Who? Oh, you mean him? He's my ex-boyfriend.
What? You didn't say anything about bringing another guy along?
Well, you brought a girl, didn't you? So I figured it's only fair. Besides, isn't it more fun with 4 people instead of 3? Don't forget, we're the ones covering the trip's expenses. So I don't see how you have any grounds to complain. This is a vacation after all. Shouldn't we both be focused on having a good time?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but he's your ex. Don't you think that's, a little inappropriate? Where's your sense of boundaries?
Excuse me?
Listen, guys can be trouble. There are plenty of men out there who don't care about morals or decency as long as they get what they want. A guy who'd tag along on his ex-girlfriend's honeymoon? That's definitely a red flag. He's obviously here because he's still into you. I can't believe you'd bring someone like that along. It's reckless and thoughtless.
Funny you should say that. Doesn't that logic apply to you, too?
What the hell are you talking about?
By your logic, if guys are all trouble and only care about themselves, doesn't that mean you brought Riley here for a similar reason? Are you even aware of how hypocritical you sound right now?
It's not like that with me and Riley.
And it's not like that with me and Mike. So why is it fine for you to bring Riley along, but wrong for me to bring Mike? Double standards much?
I don't know, it's just different when a woman invites a guy.
Nope, it's not different at all. You're just making excuses to justify your actions while criticizing mine. Stop acting like the rules don't apply to you. Look, we've got a flight to catch. Riley's probably already waiting for us at the boarding gate. You better be there on time, too.
What the hell is going on with your ex? He's way too close to Riley. The way they're acting, it's like they're already best friends or something.
Yeah, that really surprised me too. Mike usually comes off as intimidating to people. His face doesn't exactly scream approachable, so most girls tend to keep their distance. But Riley seems to get along with him really well. It's kind of unexpected, but hey, maybe it's a good thing for her.
What the hell are you talking about? Tell him to stop. He's your ex, isn't he? Isn't it your responsibility to control him?
Why should I? He's my ex, which means I don't have any say in what he does. And honestly, the same applies to you and Riley. She's your ex-girlfriend, right? So you don't have the right to tell her what to do either. You're acting so jealous right now, and honestly, it's a little pathetic.
I'm not jealous!
Oh, really? Then why don't you just let it go? I mean, I haven't said a single word about how you've been spending time with Riley all day. Not one complaint. Maybe you could try being a little more mature for once? Mike is looking after Riley, isn't he? He's basically doing your job for you. Why don't we focus on enjoying our honeymoon instead of obsessing over them? Or could it be that this honeymoon doesn't matter to you at all?
No, that's not what I meant at all!
Then leave Riley alone, okay? You're the one who said she had a rough childhood and struggled a lot growing up, right? Well, maybe Mike can be the support she needs right now. After all, he's a police officer.
A police officer?
Yeah. He's really dedicated to his community. He once told me that he wanted to protect the place where he grew up, to give back to the people who helped shape him. I think that's admirable, don't you?
No way!
What's with the shocked reaction? Look, if things work out between Riley and Mike, we should be happy for them. Don't you agree? You did promise me that you'd start cutting ties with Riley once we got married. You're not going back on your word, are you?
I can't let someone like him take Riley away from me!
You seriously don't get it, do you? It's none of your business who Riley ends up with. Neither of us has the right to interfere with her choices, and honestly, if you're looking for someone to blame for this whole situation, you should look in the mirror. You're the one who insisted on bringing Riley along on this trip in the first place. Mike, I promised that I wouldn't say anything about it, but would it be okay if I at least ask you for an explanation? It seems like you've gotten pretty close to Riley, huh? What's going on there? You don't usually strike me as someone who makes friends easily. What's going on? You know, you're not exactly the best at socializing or communicating with people, are you?
Wow, that's a pretty harsh thing to say. What, are you jealous of me or something?
Well, I'm not the one who's jealous here. It's Max who's feeling jealous.
To be honest, I couldn't care less if a guy is jealous over me. And really, when I think about it, this whole thing happening was pretty much inevitable, don't you think? The way things have played out with you, it's become harder for me to talk to you like I used to. And frankly, I don't feel comfortable talking to your husband either. It just doesn't feel right. So in the end, that leaves me here on my own. I came all the way here for a trip, and now I find myself all alone because of the awkwardness. And of course, because there's no one else to talk to, I ended up talking to his ex-girlfriend, and surprisingly, we hit it off much more than I expected. That's how it happened.
I see. We've gotten pretty close in a short time, huh? I didn't expect that, to be honest. I was actually a bit surprised when I saw it.
Well, I guess it's not just me. She seemed to have a lot on her mind, too. She came to me with her concerns, and we ended up talking more than I thought we would. She even vented a bit about things that had been bothering her.
Vented? What do you mean?
Well, it turns out your husband never mentioned the fact that he was married.
What? What are you talking about? How can that be?
Apparently, she came on this trip like she would any other, just as a casual invitation. But after seeing how close you and Riley were, she started asking me what kind of relationship you two had. When I told her you were married, she was completely taken aback. She looked genuinely shocked, so I'm pretty sure that wasn't an act. It was real surprise on her face.
Max, he never told her he was married to me. Why would he hide something like that? Why would he keep it a secret? Was it something that he didn't want to talk about? Something he wanted to avoid?
Yeah, that's exactly the case. I bet he was trying to avoid cutting ties with his ex-girlfriend by admitting that he was married. It's pathetic, really. Honestly, if he didn't want it to get out, he shouldn't have brought her along in the first place.
Did he think he could somehow keep it a secret or come up with some excuse that would explain it all away? What was he thinking? And the fact that he kept his marriage a secret just shows that he's hiding something.
Exactly. There's no other reason to hide the fact that he's married unless he's got something shady going on.
Well, at least now I understand the situation. Thanks for clearing that up, Mike.
Hey, you haven't heard the best part yet. The real fun is just beginning.
Huh?
I told you, right? I was just listening to her vent, that's it? Do you think I'm some kind of saint who's just here to listen to people complain? Well, you'll see. Just wait and see. Once Riley realizes what's going on, I think you'll enjoy watching her lose her cool. It's going to be interesting.
All right, that's enough! You need to stop right now! You're nothing but my ex, for crying out loud. You've been telling Riley all sorts of strange things, haven't you?
What's the problem? If you've got an issue with me, why don't you just say it to my face? This whole indirect messaging thing is getting old. And besides, I don't even remember exchanging contact information with you, so how did you get my number?
Riley gave it to me. She said it was okay.
Oh, so you basically pushed her into giving it to you, right? You convinced her it'd be fine as long as there wasn't anything shady going on between us? Honestly, as a man, you should be embarrassed. You're married but acting like some immature kid.
What? Don't you dare make fun of me!
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying what I think straight up. Look, I'm the ex, okay? And yeah, I'm single now, so there's really nothing wrong with me talking to another single woman. And I'm not going to apologize for it. What's got you so worked up anyway?
Why wouldn't I be upset? Out of nowhere, Riley just suddenly told me she didn't want to keep dealing with this whole situation anymore. And you know how Riley is. She can be very direct when she wants to be. You must have said something to her to make her feel that way, didn't you? What's going on here? Am I supposed to be some kind of cult leader or something?
Look, all I did was listen to your ex, and I told her that she should cut ties. That's it. That's all I did.
What? How did it get to that point?
Well, it's pretty obvious, don't you think? When someone's hiding the fact that they're married, it's basically the same as admitting they have something to hide. And your ex was really upset, genuinely conflicted about continuing this relationship with you. She was seriously thinking about ending things. And yet here you are talking about protecting her. What a joke! You didn't even realize what was really going on.
You've got to be kidding me! If anyone's got ulterior motives here, it's you! You're after Riley!
What? After Riley? Let me make this clear for you. I've only ever had feelings for one woman, and that hasn't changed. Not now, not ever. And by the way, let me tell you something. Women aren't just there to be protected. They can stand on their own, think for themselves, and take action. That's what makes them amazing. Strong women are always the most impressive, but I guess that's something you'll never understand.
What are you even trying to say?
I'm saying exactly what I mean. If you don't get it, well, you're pretty much done here.
I don't get it! Just stop saying all these strange things to Riley! Hey, Madison, you need to contact your ex.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
I've been blocked by him and now I can't get in touch with him at all.
What? Is this about Mike?
Is this about Mike? Are you serious? I'm not just mad, I'm beyond furious. That guy is ruining everything. I had to tell you this because I'm losing Riley, Madison. It's because of your ex. I'm about to lose her because of him.
What do you mean? Why are you blaming Mike?
Ever since that trip, Riley's been acting completely different. She's been avoiding me, and today she called me out of the blue and said she wanted to talk. When I got to her, she told me to never come near her again. It's like she's a totally different person. This isn't her, and I'm telling you, Mike had to have said something to her.
What do you mean? Mike said something? Mike didn't say anything like that. You're blaming him for no reason.
That's a complete lie, Madison. I know it's because of him. There's no other explanation. Mike must have said something to her that's making her act this way. I'm sure of it.
You're not thinking straight. I told you, Mike didn't say anything to Riley. The one who spoke to Riley directly after that trip was me, not Mike. I'm the one who had the conversation with her.
Wait, what? You had a conversation with Riley?
Yeah, I did. You're really not seeing the bigger picture here, are you? It's not just that Mike spoke to her. You're so caught up in thinking that it's all Mike's fault that you're missing the real problem.
So you're saying I'm the one at fault here? You know, I still don't understand why Riley would act this way. I thought everything was fine, but now it's like she's avoiding me completely. How am I supposed to fix this?
Okay, let me break it down for you. You've been pushing this idea of Riley being the weak woman you need to protect, haven't you? You've been projecting this image of a fragile little girl who needs saving, but that's not Riley anymore. She's changing, she's growing, and maybe you just can't see it because you've been too busy holding on to this false image you created of her. I don't know what's worse, your delusion or the fact that you're blaming Mike when it's really your own actions who have driven Riley to this point.
What the hell do you know about it? Riley needs me. She's not strong enough to live without me. I know for a fact that we don't have any kind of dirty relationship like that, but we're connected, we're close, and we understand each other. You don't know anything.
So you're saying that just because you didn't sleep with her, that somehow makes it okay? Just because you didn't cross that line, it doesn't mean you didn't cross others. You've been hiding your marriage from Riley, keeping your wife in the dark. That's already crossing the line, and you call that not being unfaithful? You need to look at things more honestly. And what's worse, Riley already noticed it. She noticed how you've been acting, how you've been treating her like she's some kind of fragile flower that needs to be protected at all costs. Do you think that's what she needs right now? To be babied and kept in a little bubble? Do you think that's what she really wants from you? I talked to Riley, and you know what? She asked me for advice. She told me she wanted to be more like me.
Wait, what? What the hell are you talking about? Riley asked you for advice?
Yeah, she watched how you and I interacted during that trip. She saw how I handled everything calmly and spoke my mind clearly, while you were just fumbling around, avoiding issues, letting things slide. To Riley, I looked strong, confident, and capable of speaking up when I needed to.
And you know what? She wanted to know how she could do that too. She asked me how she could be more like that, but that's not all. I told her, I gave her the tools to become more confident, to speak her mind, to stand up for herself. Riley's changing, and it's not just about leaving you behind. It's about her finding her own voice and becoming the woman she wants to be. She's no longer the girl you've been trying to protect, the one who needs to be saved. She's strong, and that's something you fail to see. So you think this is all because of me? You think Riley's changed just because I influenced her? You think she's somehow been corrupted by my bad influence or whatever it is you're blaming me for? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Riley is changing, but it's not because of anything I said to her. She just realized that she doesn't need you. You're the one who can't accept that. You're the one holding on to some fantasy of her, a version of Riley that never really existed. You've been holding on to that image for so long, and now you can't deal with the fact that she's moving on and evolving into someone else, someone stronger. And you want to know the worst part? You've been so caught up in your own image of her that you didn't even see her for who she truly was. You didn't see that she wanted to be more than just your weak little girlfriend. She's not the woman you thought she was. She never was. She was always more than that. And do you want to know what happened when Riley really started looking at herself? She realized she didn't want to be someone you had to protect. She didn't want to be someone you had to fix. She wanted to stand on her own, and that's why she started pulling away from you.
So what now? Now you're gonna act like I'm the enemy?
I'm telling you right now, Riley's changed, and she's not coming back to the person you want her to be. Now listen to me carefully. It's over. It's over, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Madison, are you okay? Are you all right?
I'm fine, Mike. I'm at the hospital right now being examined. I never thought I'd end up in a situation like this. I really didn't expect to be locked up like that. They kept me in a room, took away my phone, but, I managed to find an old device lying around. It's a good thing I found it, or else I might not have been able to reach you.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't be able to make a call from a deactivated phone, right? But still, using email to get in touch like that is, well, it's hard to believe.
The messaging app wasn't working, and I didn't have any other way to contact you. I'm so relieved I managed to connect through the Wi-Fi, though. That was my only hope. It's a miracle it worked at all.
I'm just really happy that you were able to get through to me. I mean, I heard from a little birdie that he punched you, so I decided to bring a senior with me when I came to check on you. I figured if you were locked away, they'd likely try to hide you from us, but still.
Wait, hold on. You climbed a tree to find me, broke the window, and just barged in?
Yeah, I did. I didn't hesitate. You gave me the exact location, so I knew where to go. I wasn't gonna just wait around.
But that was incredibly dangerous. Didn't your senior get mad at you for that?
Oh, he did. I got an earful. It wasn't just scolding, it was more like a lecture about how reckless I was. I smashed the window and just barged right in. I don't even think I asked for permission before doing it. But honestly, at that point, I didn't care. You were in danger, and that's all that mattered to me.
I'm so sorry. I feel terrible for dragging you into all of this. It's all my fault.
Come on, I already told you it's fine. Seriously, I told you it doesn't matter anymore. You still have some tests to go through, right?
Yeah, they're checking my head. I hid it during the whole ordeal, and now they're keeping me for a few days for observation. They need to make sure there's no major damage.
All right, well, just stay still and calm for a bit. You tend to get all worked up and run around before thinking. You need to take it easy.
I'm not a child anymore. Mike, how old do you think I am?
I know you're not a kid, but still, you've always been the kind of person to rush into things head first without thinking it through. Sometimes it's better to take a step back.
Mike, I'm done. After everything that happened, I've finally gotten the divorce sorted out. It's officially over.
That's great to hear. I know how tough this whole situation must have been for you. So what happened with Max?
My parents stepped in and took custody of him. They said they'd help take care of things while I get back on my feet. As for the rest of it, he actually apologized for everything that happened. I never thought I'd hear those words from him, but he did.
He agreed to the divorce without any more fuss, and it's a huge relief, honestly.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You have good parents to help you through all of this. At least now it seems like things are going to calm down a bit. With that idiot getting a criminal record for assault, there's nothing more to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like this nightmare is finally over. But, part of me still regrets not doing this sooner. I should have left when I first saw the signs.
So why didn't you just do it sooner? I mean, you must have been thinking about it for a while, right?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to seem like I was running away. I kept thinking that if I tried harder, maybe things would work out, that there was something I could still do to fix it. But in the end, nothing changed. I didn't want to just give up without exhausting all my options, Getting married isn't something you just do on a whim, so I didn't want to throw that all away too quickly. I kept telling myself that divorce should be the last resort, only if everything else failed.
I get it. I understand what you were thinking. I mean, when you make a commitment like that, it's hard to just throw it all away. But sometimes it's important to realize when something is beyond saving.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to realize. I always thought that if I could just handle everything myself, then I'd be strong. I thought it was a sign of strength to carry everything on your own shoulders without asking for help. But now I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe there are times when it's okay to lean on someone else. Maybe I don't always have to do everything by myself.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to rely on others sometimes. You can't always do everything alone, no matter how strong you are. But at the same time, there's no shame in handling things by yourself when you can.
I know, but it's just hard to admit sometimes, I've always thought I needed to handle everything on my own. But now I'm not so sure. Maybe I need to change the way I think about things.
You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Everyone has to learn to balance independence with knowing when to ask for help. It's not easy, but it's something you'll get the hang of.
Thanks for saying that, Mike. Honestly, you're always there when I need someone. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You really think I'm that nice, huh?
What do you mean?
Come on, I'm not this nice to everyone, right?
I mean, no, I guess not. But still, we've known each other since we were kids, so you're always there for me when I need it. You're just dependable.
Well, that's true, but I'm not going around helping just anyone, Don't get the wrong idea.
What are you saying, Mike?
I'm saying that I've always cared about you, more than just as a friend. You're not just some childhood friend to me. I've liked you for a long time, and it's not just because of the whole helping each other out thing.
Wait, what? You're saying you like me?
Yeah. I've been thinking about you like that for years. I didn't want to tell you before because I thought you'd avoid me if I did.
You've liked me for that long?
Yeah, ever since high school at least, maybe even longer.
But why didn't you ever say anything? You could have told me a long time ago.
I was afraid you'd turn me away. I saw you pushing that other student away when he confessed to you. I didn't want to risk the same thing happening to me. I didn't want to ruin our friendship by bringing up something that could mess everything up.
I didn't think you felt this way.
I know it's a lot to take in, but now that it's out there, I want you to know. I've been thinking about this for so long, and I didn't want to keep it a secret anymore.
So you're saying that everything you did for me, protecting me and helping me, was because you liked me all along?
Yeah. Every time I've stepped in to help, it wasn't just because I'm your friend. I wanted to make sure you were okay because I care about you. I've cared about you for years, and even now I still do.
Mike, I didn't know. I guess I've lost. You really have been persistent, haven't you?
Well, it's about time, don't you think?
I guess so. But don't go thinking you can just get away with everything because of this, all right?
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. I'm glad you're finally seeing things my way.
Max has been taken back to his parents' home, and his life is now one where he is under complete and strict control. The freedom he once had has been completely restricted, and he's unable to make any decisions for himself. His parents are enforcing a strict regimen, making sure he adheres to their rules, and there's little room for any form of independence. It seems like everything is tightly monitored, from his daily activities to his interactions with the outside world. His behavior, habits, and choices are being constantly scrutinized, and he's living in a state of extreme limitation, unable to live the life he might have hoped for. The reason for his situation stems from the debt he's accumulated due to the compensation and medical costs associated with the disability he caused me. The financial burden has been overwhelming, and he has had to resort to borrowing money to meet the payments, creating a cycle of debt that's become increasingly difficult to escape. It's not just a monetary issue, it's also affected his sense of self, and his dependence on his parents' support has deepened in the process. In this environment, he's unable to make any decisions on his own or escape the control that his parents, particularly his father-in-law, have placed on him. His freedom, which he once took for granted, has now been replaced by a strict, suffocating routine that limits his movements and choices. Max is now in a position where he is essentially a prisoner in his own life, bound by the debts he's incurred and the rigid expectations of his family. The weight of his actions has led him down this path, and the consequences of his past choices are now fully realized. It's not just the financial strain that's affecting him, but also the emotional toll of being under constant surveillance and control, never able to act freely. This is the reality that Max must live with, and it's become clear that he's unable to break free from the situation he's in. The life he's now leading is a far cry from the independence and freedom he once enjoyed. Riley, upon hearing about Max's current situation, expressed genuine concern for me. She reached out to offer her support and let me know that she was worried about how I was handling everything. It was evident that she had been reflecting on the situation, and hearing about Max's plight made her think about how things were affecting me as well. Her concern felt sincere, and it was a reminder that even amidst all the chaos and challenges, there are still people who care about my well-being. Riley's empathy was touching, especially considering the complicated nature of our relationship. Despite everything that had happened, she was still thinking of me and wanted to make sure I was okay. It showed a side of her that I hadn't seen before, a side that wasn't influenced by past grievances or the bitterness that had clouded our earlier interactions. It wasn't easy for me to open up to her, but in that moment, I appreciated her reaching out. It wasn't just about Max's situation, it was about me, and her concern felt like a reminder that there were still some bridges to rebuild, and some things to mend. After talking with Riley, she took the time to apologize again for the things she had done. This time, her apology felt more genuine, and I could see that she truly understood the pain and damage her actions had caused. It wasn't just a simple apology, it was an acknowledgement of the hurt she'd inflicted and the recognition of the impact her behavior had on my life. She had taken responsibility for her role in everything, and that meant something to me. I could see the remorse in her eyes, and it gave me the space to reconsider how I felt about her. After a lot of thought, I decided that I would forgive her. It wasn't an easy decision, and it took time for me to come to this conclusion, but I realized that forgiveness was something I needed to give, not just for her, but for myself as well. Holding on to anger and resentment wasn't helping me move forward, and while it wasn't a simple process, letting go of the past felt like a necessary step for my own peace of mind. Forgiveness isn't always easy, but it's sometimes the only way to heal, and I decided that this was the path I needed to take. It's true that Riley is still, in many ways, a victim of her circumstances. She too had been manipulated and deceived by Max, and in many ways she had been led down a path where she didn't have full control of her choices. It was clear that she had been misled and taken advantage of, and while her actions caused harm, I understood that she was not entirely to blame. Life is complicated, and sometimes people make mistakes based on their own vulnerabilities. Riley had been caught in a web of lies and deceit, and while it didn't excuse everything, it gave me a different perspective on her actions. And so, with a sense of closure, I decided to forgive Riley and allow her to move forward with her life, just as I was trying to do. I didn't want to carry any more resentment, and I believed that both of us could find a way to heal from everything that had happened. This wasn't about forgetting what had occurred, but about moving forward in a way that allowed us both to grow and leave the past behind. On a more personal note, I've also started a new chapter of my life with Mike. We've officially begun dating, and while it's still new and a bit strange for me, I'm willing to give it a chance. Honestly, I had never considered Mike in that way before. We had always been friends, and I had never thought of him romantically. It was hard to shift my perspective, and at first the idea of being with him felt unfamiliar. But as time has passed, I've started to see him in a new light, and I've begun to develop feelings for him. It's still a bit surreal for me, as I never imagined being in a relationship with Mike, but the more time we spend together, the more I find myself liking him. It's a slow process, and I'm not rushing into anything, but I feel a sense of hope that this might develop into something meaningful. He's someone I trust, and he's been supportive of me through everything that's happened. I think that's a good foundation for a relationship, and while it's still early, I'm open to seeing where it goes. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.